Hi, you guys. You guys would not believe where we're at right now. Carrie, where are we?
We're at Los Costco's.
We're in the parking lot of Costco because we want to be as genuine, and we don't want to like have this fancy background and not be real. We just want to be who we are, and this is what we would do.
Well, typically, and it's our lunch break, so
Yeah.
you know we're busy. We got a lot of stuff going on, just like all of you, right?
Yeah.
Just to take a few minutes out, but we have a really interesting topic today. Nellie, what's our topic today?
Emotional money. And of course, that's an analogy. But what does it mean? What is the definition?
Well, when I think of emotional money, I think of like an energy exchange. Something that I get from someone and something that I give. I also think, you know, just like in banking, there's deposits, there's withdrawals, right?
Right.
So when was the last time, Nellie, you looked at your emotional budget?
And that's why we're speaking of this today, because it's a matter of just being aware that there are people in our lives, and we're not just talking about romantic relationships, Carrie. This is just any relationship in your life.
So could you have a relationship that's maybe with your boss or your kids
or your mother,
right? That kind of takes from your
withdrawals all the time.
Right. Well, how would you know, Nellie? How do you know if a relationship is making withdrawals from your emotional account?
You know what? For me, Carrie, I feel like after I'm done talking with that person, I feel really just exhausted. You feel like, whew, like you just need a break. And then you said something earlier about how else will you know?
Well, I think sometimes, you know, you kind of know in your gut. Like you like you said, you walk away and you're not feeling so great. But maybe the phone rings or you see that text message come through.
Yeah.
And you feel a little, you know, you feel a little like, ooh, not right now. Like, not right now. Or it's too early for this.
Yeah.
Or it's too late for this.
Yes.
Those are some cues that maybe the dynamic of that relationship is off balance and maybe taking more emotional withdrawals than deposits.
Yeah, so we have to remember that whenever you have relationships like that, and that's why I thought that this subject was so important, because sometimes we avoid people like that. But how would someone kind of put a buffer? How would someone do that?
Well, I think, and this is going to be a whole nother show on boundaries, so there's that. But just to kind of identify if there was an incident that happened, and this is what's really good about having very good supportive people in your life, that you can kind of bounce things off of. Like, hey, every time I talk to Ann, I feel kind of weird about it. And then Nellie would say, well, I mean, was there something that happened?
Right.
Usually I think it comes from unresolved issues and a lack of communication.
Right, absolutely. No, that's exactly what we're talking about, because sometimes I think that there's something to be said out of that relationship, and I've been guilty of this, and I don't say it, so it becomes, you know, emotionally, you know, you just, like I said, you avoid those conversations.
I think the reason why you avoid them is because, number one, I don't, as loud as I can be, I don't really care for confrontation. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
That's a good one.
And I don't want to be rejected.
You know what, guys, we want to know from you. You know, if you're new to this channel, we just want to say thank you for the love and support. Like I said, you know, that we got so much love and on Facebook, and we just want to just really say that we're just humbled by this experience, you know, and we really wanted to do this just because sometimes we have really good conversations that we're like, wow, like we want to just share.
Well, not only that, but we want to hear your feedback. Like, what's your, you know, we're talking about right now the emotional account, but the other thing I want to know is, Nellie, how do you make deposits?
Oh, that's okay. So that would be a good question. How do you make deposits into this emotional? How do you kind of fill up? Is there a support system you have, or how do you do that? Is there certain friendships that kind of
well, I think it's a value thing. It's like hanging out with like-minded people. When you hang out with like-minded people and you're kind of on the same page, I think you feel supported and you feel like you're getting something. Because let's be honest, in any relationship that you have, it's not going to be 50-50.
Right.
And it's not going to be
any
perfect.
relationship. No.
Like all of them.
Right.
Friendships, parent to child,
Family,
child to parent,
right.
employer, employee, right? And I think one of our reasons and motivations for doing this channel is we really want to have open communications, bring people together to have better relationships, like overall.
Right.
So what is something that you could do, Nellie? What do you think we could do to even out this, if your budget is unbalanced, right? Can you think of a solution for us?
Yes, right now, one of the things I do is that I find friends that I feel recharged with, and you are one of those. For me, you are one of those that you can call me really early, and I don't feel drained after talking to you. I feel happy. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna say something. You know, it's a funny conversation, and so that's kind of how I refill that emotional money for me.
I think
Seeking friends, right?
Yeah, like-minded, same values. And so I think it's important to have those values. But once again, we just wanted to thank you guys for stopping by our page. And we want to challenge you. Get in the comments. Let us know. How do you recharge? What deposits into your emotional account? And then if you notice that maybe you have some relationships that are taking too much out, you know what? That's okay.
Right.
It's just time to be aware. Nellie says aware, aware, aware. Once we have identified that, then we can leap into the solution.
Right. And if you haven't done so, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. And if there's any topics, like we said last time, there's no topic that is really taboo. This channel is really about you guys, the listener, and they can add any comments or any topics that you guys want to see us discuss.
Please submit to us. We have a lot of fun stuff coming on the line. A lot of stuff about relationships, and we love the male perspective. We want male perspective as well.
Actually,
right?
yeah, definitely get. And we're gonna do. What are we gonna talk about next? Just to give you just a little bit
I think we're gonna go into the dating.
Oh,
dating in 2018.
Dating in 2018.
And so, for those of you that are married, please don't tune us out. We need your help.
Yeah.
Apparently you figured something out.
Yeah, and we're still trying to learn.
We want to learn. So we want to share with you some of our experiences. We promise to be transparent and vulnerable.
Yes, and just genuine. And that's why we wanted to do this right here, right now, not, in front of a really nice, we just wanted to just be real and just honest with you guys of where we're at in our lives.
So I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you soon.
Bye.